Purpley beer. This is Year Royale. We brewed it towards the end of the spring this year for the first time for Portland's Fruit Beer Fest. And we used the technique that we've been using of acidifying beer pretty quickly, where we acidify it before the boil. So before we finish the beer off, after we mash, we add lactobacillus, a culture that we grow in the house. And over the course of 3 days in the boil kettle, it starts to acidify the wood. After that 3-day period, it tends to be in the pH range that we like. And then we turn on the boiler, kill off the lactobacillus, add hops or whatever we're doing with the rest of the beer. This was a new culture for us. It is cultured from Nancy's yogurt. Yogurt is a very good source of acidifying bacteria. So we just literally put a tablespoon of really fresh Nancy's yogurt into a wort starter, so just unfermented beer. Left it on a stir plate, incubated it at a pretty warm temperature, added a lot of oxygen, and then 4 days later, we had a really acidic starter, and then when the beer was brewed, or we were brewing the beer, we just dumped it into the boil kettle, and we just keep that culture alive by kind of like pulling off. So after that 3-day period, we just pull off a growler of that acidified beer, put it in a walk-in, and then when we're ready to brew another sour beer that we want to acidify, we just dump that growler into another starter, let it grow up and wake up a little bit, dump it back into the beer, pull off a little bit once it's acidified, repeat. Our other lactobacillus strain, or culture rather, is grown up from a bottle of Grgas from Germany. So if you've had Myrtle, this is a completely different lactose source. This is very acidic to me, really, really acidic. The first time we had it, this is by far the most sour beer we made. So then we added a bunch of black currants, which have a very low pH and made it even more sour. And then also made it purple, which we wanted this really aggressive kind of American wild ale, and definitely pretty happy. It's actually going to be our next bottle seasonal that we'll probably release in a couple of weeks. I think the bottle conditioning will probably soften it up a little bit and make it maybe a little bit more sessionable as well.